Hey Facebook, hey YouTube, it's just Gigi. I've got a half a pound of hamburger over here with 2 teaspoons of garlic. And we're gonna whip up some vegetable soup. It's very easy hamburger vegetable soup. I've got this browning. We move it off the heat. And we're gonna add a half an onion, okay? And I've already got this chopped up, so I'm probably gonna have to guesstimate how much a half an onion is. But that's okay. Let's see. That's probably good. I put, like I said, two teaspoons of minced garlic in there. So right now we're just doing the hamburger. We're gonna let that onion cook into that hamburger and that garlic. And that's gonna be the base of this soup. It's gonna make everything really delicious. In the morning it was feeling a little fall-like before the sun came out. And I was thinking, ooh, I want some vegetable soup. And Bill was like, oh, I'm sorry, honey. I don't think that sounds that good. I really don't want any vegetable soup. So I took half of my hamburger pound and made him some spaghetti. And I ate some spaghetti with him. And then I went ahead and made this half of the hamburger. And we can have soup later or tomorrow. And I love soup. Do you? Tell me on here, if you're listening, what is your favorite soup to make at home? Tell me. I'm going to be making this winter or fall, I'm going to be making potato soup, chili, beef stew. I make a lot of goodies myself. Okay, guys. So here, let's look in here. You got the hamburger and the onion, and it is almost brown. Doesn't take very long, right? And this, like I said, it's going to go quick. Now today I am using a lot of things that, what I've found is a lot of times if I don't have the specific thing exactly the way this recipe calls, I'll give it to you exactly because you can make it that way. Today I didn't want to run to the Dollar General, and so I'm tweaking it a little bit. But I'll give you the straight up recipe. Either way it's good, but you deserve the real thing. I make this quite often because it is healthy and it is easy, okay? It's a really nice lean hamburger in there, and the onion and the garlic. Now it's all nice and brown, and we're gonna start adding the other ingredients, okay? So we're gonna need to take 3 cups of beef broth, okay? And I'm going to pour this right in on top of that meat. There we go. Alrighty. And we're going to add diced tomatoes. And that'll be 1 big can, okay? 1 big can. And the parts that I change on the recipe, I will let you know. Okay? Usually it calls for a pound of hamburger. You can use a pound. I use the half pound. But other than that, right now, this is the recipe the way it normally goes, okay? So we've got the broth, we've got the tomatoes, and we're gonna put potatoes. So I put 2-3 little potatoes, I've already diced them up. We're gonna put those in there. That's gonna make it delicious. And let's see, make sure I get everything. And we're gonna I did the beef, I did the tomatoes, and the Worcestershire. That is going to be 2 teaspoons. We will use 2 teaspoons in this. And I really, really like Worcestershire in my things. I may taste it later, and if needed, we can add more of this, okay? And then we're also going to add, for flavor, this is Italian seasoning. Now, Go Light, a friend of mine said she doesn't even add this part. I like it a little. I don't put it on heavy. Let me see how much it costs for 1 tablespoon. I think last time I put like a half for us. It does add a little flavor, but I don't want it to taste Italian. I don't want it to taste like, anything Italian. We just had spaghetti, so I don't want that. But I do add just a little bit because it's got a little nice flavors in there that will flavor the soup, and it won't taste Italian if you just add a little bit. With the Worcestershire and the other stuff, it goes quite nicely. Alrighty, now I can show you what I got going on over here. Now, We got the hamburger, the garlic, and the chopped up onions. And now we put in some, I'm gonna turn it up medium high. We've got potatoes, and we've got the spices, the Worcestershire sauce. We've got the a little bit of Italian seasoning. Now, this is the part I'm tweaking. You can add 1 can of tomato soup, no water, just the can. You could add 1 can of tomato paste. This is very yummy already, but if you want a more tomatoey taste and flavor, you can add those things. So I'm gonna add the tomatoey stuff right now and put that in there, okay? That's just gonna make it a little more tomato flavor into it. To me, it's just a small thing, but it does add a lot of flavor, okay? All right, and for some reason, I'm doing this all with a spatula. Some of my other things are in the wash, but hey, it's worked pretty good, actually. All right, now let's see. I'm gonna check my recipe. We are basically done except for adding the vegetables. Okay, and then, yeah, the last thing, well, you can add 1.5 teaspoon, no, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. We could probably add a little more in there. I add some when I add the meat. And then we'll taste this in a little while, see what it needs, okay? Make sure I got all them tomatoes in there. And now we're gonna add the vegetables. Listen, this is the tweaking part I'm doing. I didn't have a lot of canned vegetables, and we've cooked up a lot of my fresh vegetables this week. And I'm probably gonna have to go get some. So I'm like, what am I gonna, this is vegetable soup. Well, I found vegetables in beef vegetable soup, and I'm gonna add them right now. So, hey, be creative, right? That one had some peas and some carrots and some green beans in it. And I didn't put any water in it. It's just condensed beef vegetable soup, which I'm making, beef vegetable soup. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'll just do this. It'll be so much easier. And then I do have some squash I'm gonna put in there and some zucchini. Give it some fresh vegetable flavor going on. Okay. I'm gonna add some of that in there. So it's gotta be a creative. I add whatever vegetables I have. Sometimes I have corn. I usually have corn. I usually have green beans and all these things, carrots. But hi, today we're being creative. Okay, let me taste this. If you have a big family and a smaller budget, it's good to be creative too. So for those of you, know you can just think outside the box, right? It's really good. Now I'm just gonna let it simmer for until all these vegetables are, I'm gonna let it simmer until all these vegetables are nice and tender and the flavors can mold together. You can put whatever vegetables you want in here. And I always usually cut up those little potatoes. Like you can see them, I cut up potatoes. But just add whatever vegetables you want. The beef and that tomato base makes such a lovely, lovely, lovely base for it. And with the onions, it's really good. Well guys, it's a quick little recipe today. I hope if you're in the mood, make you some soup. If not, save this and make it in the fall. You will love it. Okay? Have a blessed day and thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, all those things. Have a great day. Bye.